Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to start the look by priming our face. I've been using the NYX Angel Veil and I love this primer so much. It just goes on so smoothly. Next up, I'm going to fill in my brows. I'm using the Brow Wiz and just going to brush my brows out and fill them in. Before I apply my foundation, I'm going to do a little bit of color correcting with this peachy color. And then I'm also going to use that same product to prime my eyes before I do my eye makeup. For the eyes, I'm using an oldie but goodie. I know a lot of you guys have the Morphe 350 palette. So I definitely wanted to do some more looks with it. I'm going to be using these two shades of peach and working that into my crease. I started with the lighter shade and then I go back in with the darker one and apply it right into the crease as well. The next color is a lot darker. I packed it right onto the eyes and I worked it towards the crease. And you just want to keep packing it onto the eyes until you feel like you've got the right coverage. I felt like the look needed a little more definition, so I went and picked up this brown shade and I worked it right into the crease. And then later on, I'm going to drag that same color as if I was applying eyeliner, but just with the same brush. I'm using this really light shade to highlight underneath my brows. And then I picked up my blending brush and I just cleaned everything up. I'm using a brown eyeliner for my waterline. I love how it gives you a dramatic look, but just not as harsh as if you were using black. I love this foundation so much. It's not matte, it's not dewy, it's just the perfect in-between texture. I love how it looks and it lasts all day long. I'm applying concealer everywhere I want to highlight, so I'm going to place it underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, and on my chin. I like to spritz a little setting spray on my beauty blender and then blend out my concealer. Once I'm done blending it all out, I'm going to use a large stippling brush and just brush away all the harsh lines, and then I'm going to use a setting powder to set it in place. I love using the WONDERSTICK to do my contour. It makes my life so much easier. Once I'm done placing all the lines where I want to contour, I'm going to use a round brush and buff everything out. And then I'm also going to use a contour powder to set everything in place. By the way, Ayla is in the background playing with Max, so you'll probably catch a glimpse of her here and there. Here I'm just carving out my contour using a little bit of that same setting powder. And then once I'm done, I brush it off and move on to blush. For blush, I'm using the perfect blush for this look. It's called Peaches and it's from MAC. The highlight that I'm using is also a peachy shade and it's from NYX. This is my first time using their highlight and I love it so much. By the way, Chris is ruining my shot with sticking his feet out, so sorry about that. I didn't catch it until I started editing. To finish up the eyes, I'm using those same 3 shades of peach that I used earlier. I'm going to apply that on my lower lash line. And then I did also apply mascara. I used the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara. I'm going to list it down below for you guys, but I didn't show it on camera. And for my inner corner, I used the same shade that I used to highlight underneath my brows. And finally, some setting spray. For lips, I started off with this lip liner from BUXOM. I loved the way that I looked in the store, but then when I applied it, I felt like it was just a bit too pale for me, for my complexion maybe. So I did add another color on top. The other color that I added is a liquid lipstick from the BALM, and it's a very peachy shade as well, but it's a bit darker. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!